Anyway, so we're back at it. It's been a few weeks since I don't even speak English these days. That's how long it's been. This table probably needs a few extra slats made and put back into here. I've got a new phone that I'm going to use to do all this recording because I'm not sure I like the video camera that I had. But here we are at the stage where I cleared a space here and then I filled it up with shit. So I've got to clear it out again. The frame already made. Actually, it's all ready to go. Lasers on and everything. So that's all ready just to plug in and go. What I need to do is turn those lumps of steel into this frame with legs and put it over here. Alright, so I realised I forgot to record what I was doing. Essentially I got some blue steel, chopped it into the appropriate lengths. The appropriate lengths for this one will be the exact distance between that mount and the other side. It looks exactly like that, but up there. Up that way. And then one vertical to support this, so running on the outside of these runners, because I'll interrupt my boring train of thought there just to show you the clamp setup I had and how we managed to get it nice and square. And look at these beautiful welds. And don't touch it because it's really hot. Ow, 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 hot. Nice. Well, I might as well record everything, even the fuck ups. So that's beautiful. That is perfectly square. I was so happy with how square it got. I didn't show you the process, but I fucked it up. I measured 1160 along here from outside to outside when it was supposed to be 1160 clearance inside to inside, which means I'm out by 50 mil. 25 mil for each of these rails. That one and that one. See, as it sits now, those rails would sit right there and right there, which means it would hit exactly where I don't want it to every single time. What a fuckwit. So now I've got to move it out so I can clear it. And just like that, I re-welded it in the wrong place. For fuck's sakes, can I get anything right? So I put these supports in. My dumbass welded it in the fucking this one instead of onto focus. Instead of onto this leg, focus. Therefore making this leg too far in. It doesn't really matter. It just looks fucking stupid now. I can still put a base on there, and once I've got my legs in place, I'll be able to put a tabletop in. So as we go along with these builds, there's no plan. You got to start from scratch the whole time. So yes, we've got a good gap on this side, so this can slide. It's going to do it. That axis is going to slide nicely all the way up. Clear those bolts all the way up. Same on this side. And this cable tray is being nicely supported by the outside of that. So that's all good. So grind down those welds because that's keeping it up slightly. That was never going to be there, of course. Now it is in the way. Anyway, grind those flat. This surface will sit flat. Then we come to the other end. When we first built it, and I've got the cable tray support bolts in the way of this sitting flush. There's been no gap there. All I need to do basically is those two bolts there, move them up to that rail there. Seems simple, but it isn't. I gotta undo everything to get to it. It sits flat. Rightio, so the worst part about having to move is not so much the packing up and... Where's my camera? There, I'll look at that part. Yeah, the worst part's not the packing up and the moving and the unpacking, it's the weeks and months later when you go to do something, you go, fuck, where did I put that? So for example, my shed's fully set up, and in the last couple of days I've had to reorganise everything, search around, because I've been missing bits and pieces. Turns out I knew where they were all the time and I just forgot. So I built this new bed. Sitting next to the plasma cutter is now the laser cutter. I don't know if that's ideal. Anyway, so it's all ready to go, about to do my test run, and where's the fucking power supply? This has been sitting on the bench for that long, since I moved. Is that backwards? No wonder I can't work it out. Yeah, so I found it. Too easy. It was in the drawer with all the spare parts for the laser cutters and plasma cutters. That would make perfect sense. It was never. Alright, I'll quickly pause it here where you can see that the bottom tray there is now fully steel. And I put the other supports in while you weren't watching. I lost. I mean, it looks old and shitty. Maybe we'll get a new one. Anyway, I'll cable tie all this up out of the way nice and... No. Firstly, it'll be test it, see that it actually works, see that the bed's level, all the little things I need to do. Then I'll probably take that off again, paint it all, and then I will cable tie it all in. I need to get the longer control cable, USB, to go all the way to the computer. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, I could put the little laptop here, but that defeats the purpose of having the control unit. Righto, so while this quickly runs through a speeded up version of what was going on, here's a few test pieces I did. That turned out really well actually. It's a mate's picture. Yeah, works well. That steel plate is perfect. Rightio, so I did have this on a time-lapse video that would look really cool because this goes really slowly to cut. It would have been like beep boop beep boop beep boop. But she ran out of batteries halfway through. I should have thought to put it on power. Anyway, so that's what it was going to look like. Prints exactly how you'd see it. Like, yeah. And it must be nearly finished now. I'm having trouble with this MDF board, like lifting or warping as it heats. I didn't think that would be a problem, but it clearly is. For some reason the flies are attracted to this smoke. See that little fucker over there? They're not landing on any other... I think, was that one? Might have killed a fly. Fucking boom! Oh shit. See what happens? Finally. So I've got all the parts here ready to convert this laser into an air assist. I'll do another little... I need to create a thread inside there to screw in... Well, it's not going to be one of those, but another adapter, probably the same adapter that's sitting there, into here. I'll screw onto my valve here, which will screw into there, which will screw into the end of a blue hose.
A few moments later.
Okay, proof of concept. Actually, I did proof of concept earlier and I cut something much better. I can do it with one less pass and with a much cleaner cut. You see at the moment I'm engraving, so I've only got this open a little bit of air going through. So I've run the tube all the way through, so it's a bit flashy. Tube now runs through the whole gantry and out of the way. My only drama is now I'm running off the same port that normally connects into there. So at a later stage I'll hook up a tap probably over there and make it a much more user-friendly experience. But for the moment it's running. This is a test print again just to see what it does.